the oath. I hunt. I hunt. I go. You can't hide from the tide. On the hunt. The tide moves. Amphibious assault. Forward. I could eat a krill by the moon. I surge.
Messing top.
I go. Autumn is being sneaky. Forward. The tide moves. You can't hide.
That's 4 in a row.
No escape. A good
Dire structures are fortified.
on the hunt.
Your top tower is under attack.
I surge. To battle. Agreed. By the moon. Swim against the tide. Running won't help. Chums in the water. On the hunt. By the
5 in a row.
You're sunk.
Somebody's cooking.
My I hunt you down. The tide moves. A good path. I go. Bounty. You can't hide. Chums in the water. Amphibious assault.
May nakailas hit guys.
Forward.
Kanina, bot lang.
To battle.
6 in a row.
We'll take that.
No escape. Agreed. I'm under attack. You can't hide from the tower.
Your middle tower is under attack.
To battle. Focus of the agony.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Running won't help.
Tower is under attack.
I can see. By the moon.
Still alive. Let's see a windfall of them.
The time.
Your middle tower is under attack.
On the
Radiant structures are fortified.
I surge. Good path.
7 in a row.
Roots me. Mess with doom. Agreed. On the hunt. A good path. You're sunk. Go for me. I hunt you down. You swim against the tide. By the moon.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I hunt. I go. Forward. I hunt you down. I could even see hope the tide moves. I go now. Running won't help. Chums in the water. I surge. To battle. The time. A good path. By to battle. I surge. On the hunt. Agreed. I do down.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I hunt. Forward. I could eat a by the moon. The time. I'm under attack. To battle. Forward. A good path. I serve.
Goodness.
Vanishing winds.
On the hunt. On the hunt.
You have no
Agreed.
right.
To tide me over.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
By the moon. No escape.
How about that?
Amphibious assault. A good path. To battle. You're sunk.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I surge. I surge. You. My
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
By the moon.
The enemy's top tower has
battle.
fallen.
On the hunt. The tide moves. I could eat a jelly. I take my prey. Agreed.
Regeneration.
A good path.
What can I say? Nature loves me.
I women and children and Funga on the hunt. By the moon. Forward. To battle. I go to the far shores. A good path. Agreed. The tide. I could eat a mullet. You can't hide. I surge. You're sunk. I surge. On the hunt. By the moon. Agreed. I take path. The tide moves. I'm under attack. To battle.
Double damage!
To battle. Amphibious assault. From the shadows. Turns again. A good path.
2 down.
Not yet. The tide moves. My goal now. Agreed. By the moon. On the hunt. I hunt. I hunt you down. Running won't help. To the far shores. You swim against the tide. It's not time to tide me over. To battle. You can't hide from the tide. I surge. On the hunt. Invisibility. By the moon. I'm not ready. Running won't help. Go. Amphibious assault.
Another wind.
Forward. Agreed. A good path. Tide moves. The tide moves. You can't hide from the tide. You're sunk. Gold. By the moon. On the hunt. I hunt you down. I
Building structures are fortified.
a good path. From the shallows, the tide moves. A good path. Comes in the water. I surge. My prey. Forward. I go. On the hunt. I could eat a tower. The tide.
Goodness.
I surge. By the moon. I go.
That's 4 in a row.
Forward. A good path.
Your middle tower is under attack.
I hunt. On the hunt. Agreed. I surge.
That's 4 in a row.
I go.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
From the shallows, the tide moves to the far shore.
This one.
On the hunt. Forward. A good path. Agreed. On the hunt. By the moon. A good path. No shame. I could eat a manatee. The tide moves. I'm under attack!
Fortified. Bottom tower has fallen.
5 in a row.
It's not time. Agreed. I surge. The tide moves. Arcane mystery. Forward. By the moon. On the hunt. A kind son. My prey. battle. You can't hide from the tide. I go. To battle.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
I surge. I hunt. By the moon. Forward. The tide moves. It's not time. It's not time yet. No escape. I'm not ready. Swim against the tide.
Fallen to the dire.
A good path.
That's 4 in a row.
On the hunt. Agreed. Agreed. To battle. I surge. By the moon. On the hunt.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Not yet. The tide moves.
The enemy's middle barracks. The enemy's middle barracks have fallen. I surge. On the hunt. A good The tide. I sleep with the fishes. Your middle tower is under attack.
The forest.
Your middle tower is under attack. Dire Radiant's structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen.
Breathes again.
That's 4 in a row.
Forward
Your top tower is under attack.
to battle.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Time moves. A good path. Invisibility. By the
Your
moon.
top tower is under attack.
On the hunt. Agreed. I surge. By the moon. I surge.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Amphibious assault. Agreed. On the hunt. To battle. A good path. The tide moves. You can't hide. By the I surge. Agreed. Forward. The tide moves. I go. To battle. On the hunt. A good path. By the moon. On the hunt. I surge.
Arcane power.
To battle. The tide moves. I'm under attack! A good path. Forward. Chums in the water. I could eat a shark. Agreed. I'm not ready. I go. A good path. Agreed.
Radiant structures are fortified.
On the hunt. Forward. I surge. To battle. By the moon. To battle. I surge. And to me, I eat a whale shark. A good path. On the hunt. Against the tide. No escape.
Then to the dark.
The tide moves. By the moon. Agreed. Forward. To battle. I serve.
The enemy
I'm under attack! hunt.
There is nothing that can stop this man! Nice shot!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Record din na sa tarong guys.